Hello and welcome back for part 40 of the von Carstein Lord and Hero Only campaign. So, end of last part, I broke the siege of Needling in a pretty wild battle that was super close. Lost a couple of heroes, but nobody important, and then followed up and wiped out the rest of their army.
Everything dies.
So I think my plan here,
Tomb rot.
rank this Vampire Lord up to rank 4, so he gets the second point of Children of the Night. And then I think I'm going to disband him, because I don't really need two lords here and it costs money. Alright, this Necromancer... Yeah, discount on building costs. I guess if he's in regions where I'm building, it kind of makes sense to have him pick up points and boost income. I think I'll keep him around a little longer in the army for the moment though. Just at least until I get, you know, up to 15-20 heroes. Alright. So let's have the heroes leave the army.
Necropolis awaits. Very good.
Alright.
Yes.
Excuse me, sorry about that. And yeah, I'll rename this guy so I can clearly see he has the Child of Night point, and I can then... Oh right, I can't disband him because he's immortal. So I need to just hire someone as a stand-in and then disband him instead, which I can do for free, just like this. Alright, so that's good. Income goes back up by a couple thousand.
It is night.
So next turn, Shinmia here can lead the attack on Krugenheim. And yeah, everything looks great. So let me just quickly check her magic items. I think I'm gonna put this magic sword back onto Vlad because I don't really anticipate that new army of Shinmias actually being needed for too much fighting. Whereas Vlad and Isabella are going to try and at the very least take out Kurak and Gazar. I possibly have to deal with Belagar also. Yeah, so the Hochland territory is a bit split up. They kind of opportunistically grabbed Krugenheim, but once I've taken that, assuming I don't end up starting a war with the Reichlanders, which I'm not planning to do, and frankly they have their hands full of other people, I'm basically planning to just have Manfred finish off the rest of Hochland. And I'll build this army up to probably try to get up to a full stack actually, so it's actually able to deal with threats from elsewhere. I mean, looking at this, I've got quite a wide... I mean, my territory expands a long way east-west now. So the problem is, it just takes quite a few turns and go from one side to the other. So like, 3 armies is just not enough to cover everywhere now, so it's a good time to have a 4th one set up. And yeah, before I forget, let's make sure I have my heroes recruited. So I have a bunch more heroes I can get. I can recruit a vampire from here, but she's higher rank, or... Yeah, they are all women, so it is she. She would be higher rank from the Drakenhof region. Or even higher from Tempelhof. Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. We have the extra building tier. Oh, it's not free though. Alright, I'm going to be a bit stingy here. I'm not going to pay 1,000 for knowledgeable. Or 1,000 for an extra rank. So she can come join this army next turn. And I can also grab more necromancers here. I only have one and he's devious. Let's hold out for better traits.
Darkness comes.
Yeah, discipline's actually good. Lawkeeper's fine. And discipline's great. So yeah, these are all good, but I don't want to hire necromancers with poor traits anymore. And the other thing I can do is pick up a replacement White King. And I can get them at rank 8 from this region, so let's go ahead and do that. Not great traits here, unfortunately. Probably just take aggressive for the melee boost, that's fine. Something like this. So yeah, these three join up next turn. That'll get us up to 9. I mean, it's easily enough to deal with Krugenheim. And yeah, have to decide where to station that army actually. But they're fine where they are right now. Okay, so also over the last end turn, Hochland attacked Manfred up here. So I can finish off this guy and then head up towards Middenheim, I think.
Not likely.
Yeah, just remains of that army.
Impress me.
Let's see. Yeah. This necromancer has almost everything. Guess curse of years to round out every magic spell.
I'll take Sigmar's throne. Ready.
Yeah, this is safe auto resolve. Essentially no damage and a little bit of money.
Move.
Alright, now what? So, Hochland have the Brass Keep, which is a minor settlement that does not currently have walls, and they have Middenheim, which is a major settlement that does have walls, and a large garrison too, actually. So let's go ahead and take out Middenheim before they have the opportunity to build more troops. Can't get there this turn, so just advance a little into our territory and go into raiding stance.
Follow me. We shall rise.
Alright, and what is Manfred up to here? Just rounding out magic. Yeah, so things against Scotland have gone well. I'm hoping I can just take them out in the next couple of turns. And yeah, then I have to decide what Manfred wants to do next. The Skaven in the north are scary, but I don't know that I really want to start a war with them. I'm kind of hoping, like ideally, I'd just go the whole campaign without having to fight them. But at some point, they may decide they no longer want me as a neighbor. It's set up so that as you get more, more and more powerful, the majority of other factions dislike you more and more. There's this great power penalty on the diplomacy screen. It doesn't work like that for every faction. Some factions basically don't mind how strong you are, and some actively like it if you're stronger.
Okay.
But yeah, if I go to the diplomacy of the Skaven right now, I guess I can't see them on this map, but they're going to be pretty hefty negative opinion. Aversion -30, great power -25.
Twist, bend, mangle, experiment.
Yeah, so the major Skaven faction has an even larger penalty on great power. So that basically means as we continue to expand and gain territory, they'll like us less and less. But if we get strong enough, that'll also dissuade them from attacking, so it's not clear how it's going to play out, I guess. Alright, have a bunch of level ups here. Oh, that's right, we had the underway interception against,
I will not betray you.
what's his face? Thorgrim. So what am I looking at here?
No mausoleums to defile.
Probably should go for Mount Gunbad first.
Not likely.
Tier 4, okay.
More sleep,
Can you get there in 2 turns? No. Maybe force marching, but doesn't look like it.
Destruction.
Alright, that's fine. Ah, so one reason to go for... Yeah, if I go for Grand Peak first, I can actually get rank 18 and have a dragon to let me launch the attack on the walls here right away, so that makes more sense. Yeah, another set of these endless hero level ups. Sorry about that. Okay, you ready to do some magic? Yeah, I think you probably are. Basically got everything, yeah. You as well. Okay, one more point there. Alright. Nashrak's Lair actually got the upgrades going already, that's good. So Public Order is going to tank a little when we leave, but between... It really helps having a second settlement in the region. We're not going to be able to take this, it's not really ruined, the Skaven have it. But having these two means we can actually start, yeah, turning a decent profit. So, now the only question is, what else do I want to spend money on? Yeah, it's not clear what this army's going to do. Presumably come after something up here. But I don't know what yet. Do a quick run round for high priority upgrades. Yeah, not really seeing much that has to be done, which is great, because I've invested tens and tens of thousands of gold into my infrastructure and economy over the last, I don't know, 30 plus turns as I've been gaining territory. And it is paying off pretty nicely here. The vampire counts are kind of low-key very wealthy. I mean, I guess I don't necessarily think of them as one of the richest factions because they don't have the broken mechanics like the High Elves and Dark Elves, but they have these high tier buildings that just like straight up make gold, which most factions don't get. Yeah, I don't know that I really have much to spend money on. None of these tier 3 upgrades on the this building's really worthwhile in my opinion. I guess I should get something else built here. Definitely afford that. So, what's the choice? Got everything that's useful here. I mean, corruption, yeah, I think I looked at this last time. Corruption doesn't do anything. Neither of these are valuable. Okay, now I see where I was leaving this building space blank. Yeah. Okay, I kind of have in mind a possible strategy for this building spot. In theory, if I get enough heroes that give a discount to building, then I can actually like build this building for free rather than having to pay 9,500, but I can still demolish it for like 60% of the base cost. So it's kind of a way to cheese out a little extra effective income. No, I don't have that many heroes yet, and obviously it kind of costs a fair amount of upkeep to maintain an army of Lordkeeper heroes, or is that even the trait? Yeah, whatever, the one that gives the building discount, but it is one option. I can have them move around different territories and have multiple buildings with free building slots just to essentially make extra money. I guess I could also look at reoccupying the Griffin Wood. There's also Kappelberg. So if I took Krugenheim, then went and occupy... Oh no, Kappelberg's owned by the Skaven. What am I saying? Yeah, never mind. Alright, I'll just sit on the rest of this gold. I've got the other heroes up. Yeah, except Necromancer, that's fine. Sure. Alright, so next time we can launch an attack here.
Do you need fresh troops?
Do a quick run round of heroes. Alright, this guy.
You seem confused.
Just want him to keep an eye on what's happening in Bretonnia. Alright, that's everyone. Great. So there is a full stack of Border Prince troops. I'm not sure they'll come fight me, but I need to deal with them at some point. Yeah, Regland has not made any headway against the Skaven. On the other hand, I guess they haven't really taken... They haven't had too much of their territory taken, maybe? Oh, funnily enough, it looks like... Oh, that's great, I love that. Looks like Belagar is going after the goblins rather than me. Love to see that.
Thou shalt treat me with the respect I deserve.
Declaring war of Wissenland. Oof. That's too bad. I left them alone because I figured they were too weak to bother declaring war on me. Well. Okay, yeah, I thought this might happen, and I just don't respect these armies at all. Yeah, I'm just going to auto-resolve this. We took a bit of damage. It's fine. Alright, and those Savage Orcs just wandered all the way through my territory, so that's good. I did pay for them to attack the dwarves, and it's kind of nice to see that they're just on the way to do that. Alright, so let's see here. Yeah, there's basically minimal defenses here at all. We can just go ahead and grab that for ourselves. There's actually... Is there any way I can take both these settlements in one turn? No, there can't be, right?
I cannot.
Yeah, so this is the Wissenland army. Oh shoot, Steingart's unprotected. Right, I didn't get walls up there. Yeah. So that's what they're beelining for. Fieldorf's reasonably well defended, but Steingart's going to fall to this lot. Alright, too bad. So let's take Karak, Angazar. I'm not going to bother doing the level up before launching the attack.
Bring them death.
I'm just going to auto-resolve it again.
Vlad von Carstein, swifter than death.
Kill them.
Nope, didn't get Vlad close enough. Sorry, Vlad.
Attack.
I thirst.
All shall perish. No mercy.
There we go. Good stuff. And we will occupy this.
Annihilate them.
King of darkness.
Yeah, so
Now's the time. Never. champion of the dark.
Vlad I can just have go into
Will know
that stance, and I can even take Matorka next turn, or perhaps more realistically head up back towards Fjordorf. So these two are in the same region. It really helps having the second settlement here. Obviously really want to get walls up. Oh, that's nice for the public order. Yeah, let's do that. And rank 40 for Isabella. Alright. I think I basically concluded. I just wanted to put her last point into extra melee defense. None of these abilities do anything for me. I don't care for that either. And I don't want Curse of Years. Yep. Looks good. So this vampire's got... Yeah, these vampires are so high level now, they've got basically everything sorted out. So what do I still want points in? This, and then corruption, spread corruption, and then like a last point in that or whatever. Looks fine. You're in the same situation? No, might as well grab Dark Benediction. Oh, guess she had 2 ranked points, fair enough. You get that. I think for now I'll just keep this Banshee in the army. She's got a nice number of campaign points spread here. And she's almost immortal, which is... At that point I can consider having her as an assassin. Oh, she actually... I missed a point there as well. Yeah, damage walls I'm not prioritizing. So what do I want? Melee... Missile resistance, melee attack, will start along this line. Ooh, extra speed, that's kind of interesting. Yeah.
all shall know me.
Extra speed's one of those stats that when I first started playing this game I just didn't prioritize at all. Yeah, I'm gonna get Vlad up to this. But having played more, like, extra speed is actually really nice.
Then go.
Alright, so what have we got here? Got Karak Izor being besieged.
I want nothing to do with your
So who's that gonna be? Probably Skarsnik, right? Yeah. They're still strong. They've got this full stack here, but they must have other armies around too. Fortunately, they're in many wars, and they're not just focusing on us. Yeah, there's also lots of troops. Okay.
Absolutely not.
If I'm not careful, this lot will just come back to retake this. How much land do you have? 4 territories. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I see. Okay. And they're fighting Sartosa and Grimgor. I see, I see.
Yes.
Alright. Up here, let's take Krugenheim.
Slay them.
Do we get to bring this White King in? We do, excellent. And you can't make it in, but
The red kiss.
just head over here.
Follow me.
Good.
Time to die.
Yeah, I'll fight this manually. Don't want someone getting chunked too low. Extra speed, let's put on the Banshee. This goes on a horse. Oh, that's not bad actually. He can chase down the crossbowmen. Let's boost his melee attack. Got the AoE damage there. Put this on the other White King because he's a bit slow on foot. And leadership on a Necromancer. It's good.
has come.
Yeah, I don't have any particularly high level characters here. But that's fine. I think we should easily be strong enough to deal with this. They've got a captain in the garrison, and they've got some crossbowmen. See if I can get my mounted white to... I guess he's not really going to be able to get to the crossbowmen. It's not like they'll... Yeah, they'll be deployed in front. Okay. Well, no worries. Don't have any offensive magic. That's not true. I guess I do. Right, but I just got in crossbow range, at which point may as well walk in. 20 kills my fireball. Very nice. Yeah, so I could raise some zombies, or I could... But I've got Spirit Leech, of course, on this vampire.
Your desire?
Yeah, we just need to get in here.
Vampire.
I've got plenty of magic for healing. I've got the Sword of Stone for the AoE. Don't necessarily want him charging into Spearman. Get all of my abilities popping. Boost up her melee attack.
What?
And yeah, Sword of Stone.
Blood magic.
Okay, got their Lord to, or their Captain rather, to half health, and the Sword of Stone
We surpass Naga.
kills 10 of them, as usual.
I'm in your thrall. End them.
Just drop a little healing down. Alright, he's broken, great.
Necromancer.
I think he's going to come back, but
Years.
I hit him with a Spirit Leech just in case I can
Noble of the night.
get him to go for good.
Vampire.
The living will join us.
Find me if you dare.
Oh, maybe he did leave for good actually. Or he went out of line of sight or something, not sure. Yeah, anyway, we're basically done with this battle. They don't have enough left, of course. There we go. Great.
Summoning begins.
Yep. Heal up real quick, and good to go. So assuming Manfred can take out Middenheim this turn, that should just leave Hockland with one minor settlement that Manfred mops up in maybe 2 turns after now. It's always good to have these wars that are kind of clean, or well, that siege relief battle wasn't clean, but like the ones that don't just drag on and on and on, where you can actually finish off the person you're trying to fight, and not let them bring other allies into the war or what have you. Just occupy this.
Who wishes the red kiss?
Great. So what am I doing with you? I think working towards lightning strike was my plan. Really good to get these necromancers leveled up. or everyone else as well. Yeah, I'll keep leveling this this guy's campaign skills. I'll have him in the army, just as long as he's useful.
Now.
Can demolish this for some money, and go for. What do we want to go for here? Yeah, it's going to be tough to. Yeah, we're not going to be able to maintain public order or corruption off this alone. Osmosis 16. Okay, that's great. In that case, let's just go for the public order building here. Or, no, even the growth is better. Get this up to tier 3 faster.
Yes, my sire. This night.
Yeah, there's not much escape and corruption, that's good. Chaos corruption from characters. Interesting.
Monsters at my command!
What's the chaos corruption coming from? Dunno.
Expand Sylvania's borders.
Yeah, we'll see how this settlement goes.
Undeath Ascendant.
I'm not going to. I'm going to turn off the taxes because I need to build up a public order buffer. We might have to kind of keep troops here for a little while. That's fine. I'd love to be able to get a second part of the province, but it's not doable, sadly. Without fighting people that I don't want to fight. Alright. Good. So Hockland have... Oh, they've got the Brass Keep and the Black Pit. Okay, okay. Military presence 2. Great. So they did start recruiting here, so I get to deal with this army right away.
We shall rise. I refuse. Kill them. Raise them.
Yeah. So I have to fight this manually. Should not be a problem. What have you got? A wizard with healing magic? Yeah, fair enough. And then standard tier 5 garrison, or not even, right? It's tier 5 garrison plus the extra defense building. Yeah, gonna look to kill quite a lot of these guys with Wind of Death over the wall, and gotta watch Manfred being shot a fair amount, but I don't think it'll be too hard overall. Alright, yeah, I think I always like attacking the cities that have this like corner. It always feels like a bit of a vulnerability. Yeah, so let's aim to hit the wall here.
Address me as master. Thy cure is death.
Manfred might have to drop back if he's just getting focus fired too much. We will take damage from these two towers coming in, but if once we get in here, we'll be out of their line of sight, and they won't be able to hit us with too many handgunners either. At least that's the plan.
We surpass Nagash.
Yeah, and this is the
Life is a phase.
comical collection of heroes who literally everyone
Portals
has arcane conduit. I do still have the Scroll of Stone, that's good. And I have Purple Sun on Manfred also, okay.
Blood frenzy.
Now!
Yeah, so that tower's gonna hit us.
Manfred von
Guess the mortar's gonna hit us also. And as I said, they've actually got no missile troops. Okay, so Manfred can potentially take some mortar fire, of course. But yeah, Manfred can potentially. I think I'll try dropping down a Purple Sun. Let's go for some Dragon Breath on these handgunners
Nagash was weak.
as well.
Witness true power.
Right, killed 30 of them, not bad at all. Yeah, so while they're trying to adjust position, let's get my vampires up onto the walls.
I understand. Sylvania rules the night. Vampire. Do not mock me. It shall be. Very well.
Necromancers can stay at the bottom for a little while.
Do not mock me.
Yeah, can also have Manfred just straight up engage in melee against these handgunners on the wall. It's probably the safest place for him, honestly.
Harvest them. Hearken to my will.
Yeah,
Vampire.
so those are just handgunners. We'll make short work of them, of course. And you lot
Noble of the
see if you
night.
can focus down this hero whose flag keeps moving around. There he is.
End them.
Let's have everyone on
Magic.
guard mode so they don't wander off the walls. Oh, great. Yeah, literally exactly what I wanted to not happen. Fighting Empire Knights for absolutely no reason. I mean, it's not like we couldn't beat them, but
Very well.
just get back on the wall, please.
For Isabella. Vampire.
Come on.
The von Carstein's march. Vampire. I serve my sire.
I guess it was kind of nice that she held them in place for that bit of shades.
Death to the living. Vampire.
Yeah.
Preparatus high.
Just not allowed to get up onto the wall, huh? Yeah, she's just kind of stuck, I guess. Well, it's a little bit of a problem. I mean, she's kind of doing okay for now, but...
Empower me.
Alright, I have a dragon-shaped solution to this problem. Okay,
Not friendly.
we're gonna kill that guy? I guess not. Yeah, let's just...
Lead them. I'm in your
Our time is now.
deal with them like that. Okay, can you get up on the wall now?
Witness true
Yes,
power.
perfect. Alright, you can help out with that vampire, and everyone else over here should be fine. Can also just drop some Pit of Shades down on these infantry.
We are immortal. We are the new order. Vampire. Blood magic.
Right, if he wants to come down up the wall, I guess we don't have to stop him.
Living.
Alright, we're getting a bit spread out. Victory's in our grasp, that's good.
We are the new order.
Alright, get up here,
For
get into combat with
Isabella.
those great swords. And, wow, you just killed everything. Well, fair enough.
My God.
Get the necromancers up onto the wall. Yeah, I think this is going absolutely fine. We've killed a lot of their troops. Our forces got a bit spread out, but that's not a problem.
I serve me.
Still got my Sword of Stone in reserve here, I guess for these great swords. Or knights.
The von Carstein's march. Die, mortal. Die. I'm in your thrall.
Yeah, just wait for this other unit of
It shall
great
be.
swords to come in, and then I'll drop down Sword of Stone.
Sire.
Yeah, this vampire is taking a little bit more damage than I'd like. need to see about trying to route these units.
Blood magic! By that hell's will!
That seemed to work. Actually, maybe she can just get out of there.
I need blood.
Yeah, we can just have this lot come back.
We are immortal.
And necromancers can come join in here.
With haste! All will wither!
Mouth is doing fine this time. I guess they didn't have too much to shoot him with. Is part of what's going on. Yeah, that Wind of Death was nice.
Find me if you dare.
This fellow can...
Vampire.
Yeah, we're taking him out, no problem. I think that's their wizard, their low of life wizard. He's super squishy, so yeah, they've got a few units we haven't touched yet, but they're mostly over this other side. The stuff over there is not too scary.
Your time has come.
They're also just like consistently shelling their own troops with mortars, which is fine by me.
We surpass Nagash.
Yeah, this is a bit slow going, I guess, because the necromancers aren't actually...
Necromancer!
Necromancers aren't really good enough at killing this lord, or captain, or whatever he is, whereas...
Slaughter them.
Yeah, okay, that works fine. Leave him to Manfred.
Noble of the
That's
light.
all running away. Come back over here.
At once.
Yeah, obviously just need to keep killing them until they get the army lasses. Looks like another good opportunity for Wind of Death. Alright, didn't even need it. Great. So what do we want to do? Make sure we get everyone healed up. Alright. Wolfgang Frankenwörter. Rest in peace. A lot of money, but I'd rather just grab another tier 4 settlement.
None shall live. I grow
Very nice.
faint.
Oh, this is good too, for the immediate reduction of lack of corruption penalty. I don't mind inheriting that one bit, even though it's not a hero producing building or anything. So yeah, we get to pick up 4,800 gold from demolition of these two, and get to work on corruption, public order. Looks good. So the Black Pit. Oh, the Black Pit's a major settlement. Huh. I did not realize that. Interesting. Yeah, I definitely want to take that out too then.
Consider yourself lucky that we didn't send you to parley with the Dryads.
Yeah, so you're at war with our enemies, but you don't like us at all. Guess they're liable to attack us, but I can't do anything about it. I'm not going to go after them. I mean, it's another useless Wood Elf settlement for me.
What?
Wind of Death. Immortality. You're one level away from immortality as well, which is good. Nice. Get this guy to become immortal. It's really good when you're just at the point that you've got like a critical mass of immortal heroes. And yeah, like most of my experienced armies at this point can't actually die. There's only a few here who are below rank 20. There's none in Vlad and Isabella's army, and there's I guess a few in Boresh's army. But even if any of those armies get wiped out, like literally the whole army, including the Lord and the heroes, is just back ready to fight in 4 or 5 turns. I mean, it's pretty fitting for the vampires, but yeah, nice gameplay wise as well as lore wise. I think I'll take out Brass Keep next, and then go for Black Pit. And that's it, right? Yeah, that's it. Great. Okay, got 1 rank up on Vampire for Boresh.
Who shall we destroy?
And I'm going for Grompeak first. So let's have the scout
Find me.
head the other way. And it looks like their troops are on this side, going for lots of cannons. That's interesting.
My bloodline calls.
So maybe get to here and go into ambush stance.
Move.
Take a little attrition, but not a problem. Grompeak, yeah, I don't think it's going to be too well defended here.
Now.
And use Love Scroll Stone, great.
Find me charnel pits.
Okay, so let's see, how's the Red Duke getting on?
Don't approach. Darkness, come. Call yourself von Carstein. I have seen Strigoi more noble than you.
Wow, yikes.
Your offer then.
That's not very nice. Yeah, I don't really care about making better friends with him.
Yeah. Vampires and necromancers both. They think they can raise the dead. But there is only one Lich Master.
Yeah, I don't care for confederating them, it just would be more nuisance.
I will not.
I'm not going to
lose
put
them.
resources into it. Okay, this Necromancer I think I was bringing down to join
Shambler's move.
Boresh. Yeah, he's not really... I mean, Tough doesn't do anything outside of battle, so we might as well join an army. Okay, and I just have the Necromancer recruitment to check. Master of the Black Arts. That's not a great trait. It gives you a free Spirit Leech, that's not really what I'm after. Okay, I'll hold out again. I don't urgently need a Necromancer. Yeah, so like I was saying, Belagar's come to deal with the goblins, which is really funny. This actually works out so well for me because I know there's a good chance I can actually come take this after he's done with it. Meaning that I'd get the whole of this province.
The world will drown in.
Yeah, nothing else to do here. This is not really worth it. No, I don't think so. So Fieldor's pretty safe, but Steingard, as I said, is going to get taken. Yeah, I won't bother starting any building there. Just didn't have time to get walls up, but it happens. There's always this trade-off with how long you babysit the settlements before you just go off to keep conquering somewhere else. Alright, we're at the point where I can justify getting this up to tier 3. Otherwise, I think we're just saving money. Let's tax this. Speaking of money. Okay, so we don't have... Right, we will have this whole province, and we'll have... We've just got half of this province, but it includes the major settlement, and we have the penalty from lack of corruption chopped in half, so public order should be fine. Yeah. Great. And if I can pick up another major settlement here, that would be good. Although it is in unpleasant climate, so if I have to end up just sort of abandoning or raising it, it's also okay. Yep. And 2 more turns before I get the extra global lord recruit rank and can start recruit disbanding lords to rapidly increase my vampire capacity, which will be
Your wish, master.
very good. The main question mark in this campaign at the moment is when chaos will show up. Barring a lot of factions sort of randomly declaring war on me at about the same time, which is possible but not that likely, I think. The things are just really going pretty smoothly. Oh, look how damaged poor old Gotrik's army is before he even gets to fight Skaven. Yeah, and he's decided he can't do it, just bails. Isabella got sacked and occupied. Alright. Well, that's a good target for Vlad and Isabella. Yeah, and Steingard is gone, as I suspected. RIP. Oh, but they didn't... Oh, they did occupy it, okay. Oh, they have another stack here. Darn it. Okay, I think I have to come deal with that right now. Yeah. So the issue here is Vlad and Isabella just are kind of split too many ways because I want to deal with these guys, but I also need to deal with these stacks and this
I think not.
army. So yeah, we're ways away from getting back there too.
Who shall we destroy?
Alright, we might have to abandon Karak and Gazat, but that's okay. So can I just force march with Vlad? I really want to.
It is done.
Just have a quick look out for other armies. Yeah, I'm not concerned about the Savage Orcs.
I am invincible.
Maybe force march with Isabella first, so Vlad doesn't end up too far away.
I am
Alright, we didn't quite get back to our own territory up here.
Sleep is for the living.
That's alright.
I know the way.
Yeah, bit of attrition, not a problem. Yeah. I think it was still worth coming down here and trying to take this out. The geography just makes this tricky, like this wall of mountains means it's a pain to move around. Okay, what about you? And you're a point away from Market Conduit, great. Got Middenheim sorted out, so let's go for the Brass Keep. Do they have troops there? They do not. So if I move to here,
Ready.
yeah, move to here and just go into ambush stance.
Sleep grows strong.
Not even losing public order in Middenheim, thanks to all the heroes. Okay, what are we doing with you? Just what's in wound, I guess.
Move. That will do.
How strong are Corone? Yeah, pretty strong.
King Lewin Leoncoeur.
And they're fighting World Walkers and Skull Smashers, okay.
Your wish.
This better be important.
Right. So let's launch the attack on Grom Peak.
Absolutely.
Oh nice,
not.
we do get to kill an army that's here.
Do you
Very
need
good.
fresh troops? Very good.
More sleep shines.
Get you up to this. Yeah, I didn't check what was in this army, but I'm not concerned about it. I think this is fine to auto resolve. Yeah. Oof. A lot of damage. Okay. Yeah, I think that was because they had a lot of missile units.
Destroy them.
So the auto resolve just kind of put a bunch of damage on us before it figured out that we'd just massacred them in melee. Ooh, that's a good item. Okay, that's fine though. I mean, we can recover over a couple of turns. It was a bit loose to do that. I take a lot less damage fighting it manually, of course, but
Misery awaits.
don't want the campaign to bog down too much with minor battles, you know? And a zombie dragon for Borash. Sweet. Oh. Oops. What do you still have to get up here? I think you're... yeah, you're done. Go for magic. Nope. Okay, and what we're doing Grand Peak. Yeah, I'm willing to put money into this. This side of things is obviously covered. I'm not planning to let the dwarves ever come back up here. So, what to go for first? Probably growth. Yeah, let's turn the tax off for the moment. Okay.
It is night.
Yeah, so you get to move over, join up in Krugenheim.
Who wishes the red kiss?
Actually, stimulate growth is pretty useful here. Guess I can have this vampire explore the Griffinwood ruins. Yeah, I didn't think the Skaven had come over here yet, and indeed they hadn't.
Ready.
Right. Yeah, you can stay put in Krugenheim. Here we can get corruption going. Yes. We've got enough coming in from osmosis. I think we need to go for the walls or the extra defenses. Yeah, Averheim's in some danger here, but it doesn't look like a very high tier army. They're taking attrition. We've got 17 units in the garrison. Do I need to... hold on a second. Maybe I need to look at hiring a... yeah, hiring a lord here, maybe? I could hire a lord in the moot, transfer magic items to them, and have them able to come over and potentially relieve the siege.
Yes, my sire.
Could also have this army head down to do that.
Yes, my lord of death.
That's tempting. That's very tempting. Okay.
I thirst.
So with hindsight, kind of moved my vampire in the wrong direction, because she's not going to be able to join up the army, but that's okay. And yeah, don't have the best traits on these necromancers, but as usual, with being in the situation where I want them to be able to fight, I probably will just hire 2 of them anyway. Can I hide them at higher level here? Nope. Okay, just hire them in Everheim then. So what do I want? Probably just Perceptive, Master of the Black Arts.
Your wish, Master. Ready.
Yeah, won't bother transferring any items or followers over to them.
Who wishes the red kiss?
Yeah, there's no way they're going to be able to actually come attack us. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. I don't know what this army's going to want to do. It might not actually be aiming for Everheim. It's a bit of a tricky target, just with the corruption and the 17 units in the garrison. We'll see.
Now.
I feel like I've ended up building a really nice gold stockpile. But I think that's confident. Ooh. Yeah, you can come join this army too. But yeah, I think it's good because once I can recruit disband lords at rank 4, I'm gonna pretty rapidly be ramping up my vampire hero capacity, and it costs money to recruit new lords too, so having this pile of money is good, I think. Alright, new research. This is all done, that's useless, that's useless. Yeah, that's useless too. These are all upgrades for units I cannot recruit. Yeah. Fine. This one, campaign movement range, let's go for that. Don't know if some of these upgrades actually helps skeletons or zombies summoned by Raised Dead on the battle map, but I guess after this I can look into that since there's nothing else that I need to get. Oh, Middenstag's gotten plagued. Bloody Skaven. Yeah. Oh well. Middenheim, what do we want? More defenses. Yep, I think that's good. And let's go for this. Yeah, there's no resource building or anything to go get in Middenheim. Hold on a second. Yeah, that's not... well, sure. I don't think this army is going to be coming over to besiege Fieldorf. I'm actually not sure what they can do. I think Vlad and Isabella can get up there before they cause too much damage. Oh, hold on. Whoa.
Not likely. No.
How does... classic AI pulling armies out of nowhere. They've got one minor settlement, and they can support
I cannot.
2 full stacks
I will not
plus
obey.
13 units.
I hunt.
Just saying. No, it's fine. I mean, the AI has so many problems. I don't mind at all that they get the advantages and cheats. Makes the game fun. Mostly. Okay. Yeah, I'm done here. Just sit on our pile of gold and see what happens. Looks like that army of Beligars moved out from the settlement they took. I should try and keep tabs on where they are. Nashrek's lair, huh? Yeah, they did not attack Aberheim. Alright, recruitment down, there's nothing. Yeah, so the silly silly Wissenlanders are raiding me, which stops the corruption, what's it called?
I can't.
Yeah, the attrition damage. Alright, we'll have to think a bit more about how to deal with them. Vlad and Isabella aren't too far away, but they're probably 2 turns out still. It's kind of good they haven't laid siege or anything, I guess. But yeah, these dwarves, where did they go? That is what I'm wondering. They may have used the underway or marched down this way. Okay, well, I'll figure that out next time. As for now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back for the next part.